All right, so today's day one of posting every day for 365 days. And we're gonna see how that goes, but in my experience, the only way that you actually make any changes is if you keep yourself accountable to doing something consistently. And by putting it out there, it's a way of forcing yourself to stay consistent. I've done this many times when I've tried to recalibrate my fitness journey. I'm on one right now. I'm looking to get into single digit body fat percentage. I'm currently at about 14%. That being said, I just smashed a bag of Doritos and a ice cream bar and a pepperoni pizza. And in total, that's like, it's about 1,600, 1,700 calories. In addition to another meal I had today, right? So like I'm done for the day. It kind of checked the boxes of the things I was craving. I've only been on this aggressive like tracking plan for the past, I would say like, week and a half. But that being said, it's really important to track anytime you are trying to institute change, because it gives you a certain level of awareness that if you're just guesstimating, you never get to. Like, and I've been doing that for the past few months. I've been guesstimating my calorie intake, my calories burned, and I've made some progress, but it's taken like 5 months to get to where I am now, where I could probably have done it within, 2 months or 3 months. So I probably could have cut that time in half. But yeah, I think it's important to track things if you're trying to make change, because it gives you awareness. It gives you a sense of like ownership over your experience. And for example, even though I just smashed a bag of Doritos and an ice cream bar and a pepperoni pizza, the fact is that by tracking it, I see it. And by seeing it, I know that I can recalibrate tomorrow. I can recalibrate the rest of my evening, not indulge on anything else for the rest of the evening. Whereas historically, what I probably would have done is, all right, today's a cheat day, and then just fucking, gone balls to the walls. And I'm sure a lot of people do that, where they just, they just like succumb to something as part of their thing, and because they're not tracking it, they're not keeping that awareness or accountability, and all of a sudden it's like boom. And it's so much harder to recover when you go into like a full like cheat day mode than it is to, all right, I indulge in a few things and I see it. I'm gonna take accountability over it, and I'm gonna stop today. I'm gonna stop it now. Like, not even stop today. I'm just gonna stop it now. I'm not gonna go any further. And then tomorrow is a new day, right? I try to like at least make up for it. So tomorrow I might just eat one meal instead. I might do 1,200 calories as my limit for tomorrow. Usually when I have a day where I succumb to certain cravings, it fills me to a point where I'm not craving that the next day, so like it kind of breaks even. But if you don't track, if you don't have accountability and awareness, it's very, very, very difficult to do anything, to change anything. I found like fitness is just so tangible to me, but when I also coach and advise companies and startups, specifically early stage companies that are just starting to build their process and grow, where they don't have any process yet and everything's brand new to them. A lot of times I'm telling them the same things. Like, I've been doing this for 6 years now, and longer than that, 8 years now. And, having worked with hundreds and hundreds of founders and CEOs, like at the end of the day, you end up regurgitating some of the same information because it's true. It is factual, and it's a playbook that tends to work. You are able to crowdsource this information and learn from the plethora of companies that you're working with what works and what doesn't work, helping companies to speed things up. But when you're sharing this thing, you can say the same thing to 10 different people. And at the end of the day, like maybe 1 out of 10 will actually take heed of what you suggested and actually execute on it and execute it well. And the only ones that have done that, I feel like, are the ones that have great tracking. We do this too, which is weekly metrics tracking with the portfolio companies. So all this being said, like, I'm gonna post every single day, talk about some shit. I'm gonna change the scenery up. I'm traveling right now for the rest of the year. I'm gonna change up the scenery. I'm gonna interchange dogs, the 2 dogs that I have with me, as part of characters in this whole thing. This is Coco Chanel, and currently we are in Albania, and we'll see how this whole thing goes. I don't know what I'm going to talk about every day, but I've started to list some different stories from my childhood, things I've thought about, different ideologies, philosophies. I feel like I've gotten to a place in my life where I'm 46 years old, that I've done some cool shit. I've experienced quite a plethora of life. I haven't chosen a single lane necessarily. I've been exposed to a lot of things, and I think I have some stories to share. So that's what we're gonna do for the next 365 days. Hope you join us, and yeah, greetings from, we are in Saranda, Albania. That in of itself is a story, because I never thought I'd be here if you asked me 4 months ago. So we'll talk about that then. Thanks.